Yeah, I can hear my air compressor in the background. It's I'm gonna take this tire off because it's losing air. See, and it's got a lot of meat on it, though it's an old tire. It's a Douglas Xtrac. I know people say these are garbage, but I don't know, man. I just thing loaded down with concrete so many times. It seemed to hold up pretty good to me. But this car takes 14-inch tires, and first I'm going to double check to make sure the rim seals. I'm going to clean it up, and I'm going to put on the stuff called bead sealer, specially designed for bead sealer after clean up the bead. Hopefully I can break this damn thing loose. And later I'll probably change these out to 215 70 14s. Now back in the 70s and 60s, pretty much most of the cars were 14-inch except for a big Cadillac was an L7815. It's just like a 235 or something, or 255 15. I don't even know what that is. L7815. And I remember the biggest 14 was an H7814 because I used to put them on my Roadrunner. But these will take 215. Actually, Cooper makes a 225 70 14. The only one that's the biggest 14, but I'm going to put a 215 70 14 probably later. Firestone tires, the Winter Force later. But you notice how beefy these are? These actually go in snow, even though these are all seasons. That's why I got them on the Jeep. These are the Xtrac 2s on the Jeep, and I know the Xtrac, the original ones, man, they went in snow like a son of a bitch. I think the 2s do too, so I don't know. They're not, for all season, they kick ass. But first I want to double check the rims and make sure they're good, because if they're not good, I'm going to go to 15-inch tires. But I'm going to put the biggest, if the rims are, everything's no problem, they can clean up and they can seal the old tire good. I'm going to keep, if I change these out, I'll go to the larger size 14. But first I'm going to show you how to do that. My air compressor just shut off, so now I could, what do you call it? Bzz, bzz, bzz. Yeah, and by the way, the posi in this thing is still really tight. Oh God, I was moving it a little bit before. I think it's supposed to be like 30 foot-pounds if you put it on a bolt. And if it does more than 30 foot-pounds, it's good. Well, it seems like it's... I moved it a little bit. There it is. Maybe the brakes are off, so... Seems like it's still got the good posi, because I changed all that out. Ring and gear, ring and pinion. It's a 10 bolt, but it's it's only 352 barrel with Demon Carb. But that posi makes this bitch go in snow, because you weight this thing down. Oh yeah. And sand, snow, it goes like crazy. Okay, so got the old impact. Makes it easy, right? That's what you want to do. Alright. That'll work. So there you go. Anyway, plus I put grease on them. So it'll rust on there too. So let's see how this puppy comes off. I got a feeling it's going to be a bitch because it's an old tire, but it's got a lot of meat on it. I didn't use the car that much. That's the other thing, I like these all seasons because they don't wear out as fast as snow tires, but they're pretty much, they are like snow tires, man. They're not really like all seasons, man. They're freaking, I remember these puppies going in the snow great. Now I take out the little core valve with this tool. You can see it's got a little thing on the end of it that you can get in there and unscrew this valve. But what I always like to do before I take them out, even before I put them in, is I put a little spray lube on there to make sure if I ever have to take them out again, they're not stuck. They shouldn't be, but they can sometimes, once in a while. But you won't get them corroded if you keep this on them. You shouldn't. But I always do that as an extra precaution. You should do that because it could save you a lot of work sometime in the future for stupid stuff. Well, these broke easy, so good. Which tells me, I don't know, I might get some other well, I might put these in the front and get some snow tires for the back, and I don't know, keep these other tires in the front that are still pretty good, but they're old, and give me a lot of traction. They broke easy. So next we get out the drill, go around there and with the rim and get all up in here with seats. Then I'll put the tire, the stuff on there and blow it up with air. Should hold really good. It should hold really good. But in the meantime, with that tread, you know, that's one reason I don't have much problem with freaking Wally World tires, these Douglas Xtracs. This is the original ones. I like the original ones better than the newer ones, but I think the newer ones are supposed to be really good too. That's it's a pretty damn aggressive pattern for an all-season tire. And I'll be cleaning it up with this stuff here. I'm not going to actually take it off all the way. What I'm going to do is I can't use the camera at the same time, as I'll use the board to hold it down like this, and then get it with that as I go around. And I'll get it nice and clean on both sides, and we'll put the bead sealer on it, blow it up with air, and check it out. It should work. Well, it's a lot easier to hold it down like that and use this and go around it like this. Then I can do this. Now you can see that's all nice and shiny silver all around in here, inside there where you can't see too. And like I said, you know, tire's got a lot of meat on it, although it's an old tire. So, but give it a shot. Get that stuff out right now, the bead sealer. Probably never heard of it, but it's a special product for it. It almost looks like roofing tar or something, but it's not. It's designed, it's not going to stick the tire on there. It'd be easy to come off, but it just seals the air. Well, that's the stuff. Xtrac bead seal. Professional use only. I'm a professional. But that's what it's for, man. Tires. You know, so, you know, I shouldn't need it, but probably don't need it, but it's not something that's going to stick it on there like glue or something. It's actually easy to come off. It just keeps the air in it. So there you go. Okay, so now it's on. So I also want to mention that when you pop the bead, you want to use this, something that fills up the air fast, not something like this with an air gauge on it. You want to use something that fills it up fast. You want to put the tire vertical and keep your fingers away from the bead and press down on it, and it'll pop on there. This should seal up good. And you know, if the old tire seals up good on it, definitely keeping the rims. There's nothing wrong with these rims. I drive it in dirt sometimes and I load it up, man. This ain't no freaking show car. So it's going back on the car. Actually, it's got some big good ass mud and snow tires on these puppies still. So but I'll change them out. I think, you know, this should hold there. Not with this stuff, it'll do it. With that rim all cleaned up, tire all cleaned up, and this stuff, it's gonna hold air. It's never gonna lose air, man. And you know, but later I'll get some. I'm gonna get some Firestone 215/70 14s, because you know that's what they had back in the 70s mainly, and put them on here. Probably all 4 of them maybe. So I'll do that later though.